Welcome to Win the Day from Back to the Bible. I'm your coach, Pastor Nat, and today we're going to answer the question, why does the world hate us? Have you ever attended an away game for a sporting event? If so, did you wear your team colors? How was it? Recently, I attended an NFL game and sat next to a fan of the opposing team. What I witnessed was both humorous and troubling. The fans were teasing and challenging this opposing fan. But the home team fans were celebrated and encouraged. Jesus made a challenging point, that if you are of the world, people will celebrate you. But if you're on Team Jesus, be prepared for something else. What should those people expect? Let's keep walking with Jesus in John chapter 7, beginning in verse 6. Jesus said to them, "My time has not yet come, but your time is always here. The world cannot hate you, but it hates me because I testify about it, that its works are evil. You go up to the feast. I am not going up to this feast, for my time has not yet fully come." After saying this, he remained in Galilee. Context is important when looking at the Bible. In the previous 5 verses, Jesus is talking with his brothers. They did not believe that he was the Messiah. They knew Jesus had some unique powers and abilities, so they challenged him to go to Jerusalem and continue to build a following. And here, Jesus gives them the answers and the reasoning. He says, "Look, my time has not yet come." Jesus knows his time is coming to announce publicly that he is the Messiah. He knows that at that time his death will be quick. But God is the one who controls that plan and clock. So he will not yet go to Jerusalem. Jesus is telling his brothers that the world is the home team and they are on it. You see, they do not believe that Jesus is the Messiah. They are still of the world. They have not been reborn. So the world doesn't hate them. They celebrate them and their journey. But Jesus, that's a different story. And then, at the end of verse 7, Jesus provides an accurate assessment of the culture both then and now. It hates me because I testify about it, that its works are evil. The world, it did not like Jesus and does not today. They like Jesus made in their image or their liking. But as we've discovered, Jesus is light. In John chapter 8, verse 12, Jesus says, "I am the light of the world." Do you remember what Jesus said in John chapter 3, verse 19? He said, "This is the verdict. Light has come into the world, but people loved the darkness instead of light, because their deeds were evil." The world hates Jesus because he exposes sin and provides the cure for it. But the world today, like it always has, loves sin and evil. Satan is their spiritual father, so people reject Jesus. Just like a visiting team experiences persecution at an away game, so we too, as Jesus' followers, will experience rejection and hate for our love of Christ. So here's my challenge for you today. Live with righteous wisdom. One of our goals as a Christian is to not add any more offense to the gospel. It is offensive enough. But if we're not careful, we live with indifference to the gospel or as a person unchanged by the gospel. Jesus Christ's salvation is powerful enough to save our souls and change our lives. Therefore, we should live with righteous wisdom. We are to show the difference Christ is making while not being rude or adding offense to the gospel. This is not easy, but possible with the Bible as our guide. So live with righteous wisdom, and when you do, you will win the day.